It's like you have 9 lives. That was some explosion.
This is a notice to Team Caesar. Wherever you are, when you see this notice, please report to the Tokyo Bureau of Meteorology immediately. You've enjoyed your time in Tokyo. Now it's time to get down to business.
The old man is finally making a move. Let's go. Hopefully these guys' bikes still work. Where's Lou? He should still be inside the building. Don't worry about him. He's always been lucky. We'll come back for him once all this is done.
Crikey! Nearly 70 years since my last visit. The fashion sense around here is still just as bizarre.
It's even worse than we expected. God's awakening is accelerating. It has a fully independent will, and it's trying to destroy Tokyo. It's like the second sinking of Takamagahara. How did you convince all the crazies from the equipment department to come to such a dangerous place?
I said I would offer them luxury hotel suites and first-class tickets, and that Tokyo is the greatest place on the planet. So here they are. But I've yet to mention there is a god somewhere in Tokyo.
Mr. Anju, you really are out of your mind.
You should have been briefed already. Come in and let's start.
If you were watching this footage, I assume you are in deep trouble now. Once God is returned, Tokyo will be the first city to be destroyed. The volcanoes in Japan and those off the coast will erupt all at once. Tsunamis and continental plate collapses will follow. The continental plate is too fragile. In the worst case, all of Japan may sink into the ocean. Anju, my dear old friend, I guess you have figured out the most straightforward solution. To kill God. You're always simple and direct. God will surely be dealt with. We are the secret society after all. However, you are fighting no ordinary Dragon Lord, but the Light King. An incomplete embodiment of the Light King. I know you carry the 7 sins with you, but your little daggers won't do the trick. They are true dragon-slaying swords, but Norton never thought that the Light King would come back to life when he forged these swords. So these alchemical weapons won't kill the Light King. You may wonder, what is a suitable weapon to eliminate a god? Please allow me to introduce the ultimate weapon developed by the Gattuso Research Institute. Its codename is Divine Wrath. Ladies and gentlemen, Divine Wrath is currently traveling in low orbit, 1,020 kilometers above the Earth. The satellite carries the Sword of Damocles that can save all of humankind. When the sword descends from the heavens, it can easily cut through the Earth, let alone a god. No matter what this creature is, it's still a life form that can be killed. The punishment from heaven will descend like a fury and incinerate every single cell of it. I will leave some time for your astonishment.
Space-based kinetic energy weapon.
This space-based kinetic energy weapon?
It is a 6-meter-long metal stick made from high-density tungsten, manganese, and uranium. When released in space, gravity will pull the stick straight down. Track adjustments are made via the appendages. The kinetic energy level on impact is no less than a mini nuke. To some extent, it is a man-made meteorite.
Is it technically possible?
I believe that they've developed a working prototype. No living thing could survive the attack of such a weapon. No cell will survive the strike at the center of impact. Any biological substance will be destroyed instantly.
That's enough wonder and amazement. Based on our intelligence, God is in the Wild Mountains. This deserted area is ideal for the launch of Divine Wrath. Don't worry yourselves. No one will be hurt. Let's drop the metal rod and shatter the great dream of the Light King's reawakening. I have already sent the launch code to little Eva. The Divine Wrath is the top secret of the Gattuso family, and this is the best help I could offer to my old friend.
Contact Eva. I need to know when this Divine Wrath comes online.
I have completely hacked into Tokyo's entire network. I am ready whenever you need me, Mr. Anju.
Has Pompey sent you the launch code for Divine Wrath?
2 minutes ago, I obtained launch authorization powers for Divine Wrath. It is now under my control. At your command, I am ready to send down a metal rod from the heavens that will engulf the target area in a sea of flames.
Is it ready?
No, there is a time limit. Divine Wrath is, at its core, a man-made satellite. It travels in low Earth orbit and takes about 90 minutes to complete 1 revolution around the Earth. Divine Wrath can only be unleashed when it arrives right above the city of Tokyo. Currently, the satellite known as Sky Patrol is on the other side of the Earth. It will appear above Tokyo in approximately 70 minutes. This could very well be our only chance. Should we miss it, Divine Wrath will not be ready for another 90 minutes.
Right. 70 minutes. Let's see if Tokyo can hold out for another 70 minutes. We need the exact coordinates of that well to avoid any collateral damage.
That well is a military target. Its coordinates are classified. Only the High Patriarch of Hydra knows them. I will contact him now. However, he is currently receiving medical attention for his injuries. His status is unknown.
I just need the coordinates. Go on, get him to talk while he is still breathing. That arrogant bastard has brought us enough problems already. Just let him do something useful for once.
Yes. I am an arrogant jerk. I have messed everything up. Water well number 13, aka the Red Well. It's located in a mountain near the Tamakawa. Here are its coordinates. An hour ago, we lost contact with the ninja team guarding the Red Well. It has been overrun by the Devil Clan. There is no doubt about it. God is inside that well.
Eva, get the Divine Wrath ready. Also, the High Patriarch and I will have a private conversation. Everyone please leave.
Let Caesar's team stay. I have some things to tell them.
I came to Japan to meet a couple of people, including you. Yet you've turned me down many times. This is the first time I've ever been rejected by a student. I traveled a long way to be here, you know. I rather regret awarding you the principal's scholarship.
As a student of the college, I was honored to receive the scholarship. However, as the current High Patriarch, I had to refuse you a meeting. Alas, I'm not a good student. I failed to learn what you wanted to teach me the most. I've also failed as High Patriarch. They believed that I was Amaterasu no Mikado, and died for me. But I couldn't create a new future for them. I led the family to its doom.
Even after all these years, you continue to be haunted by the past, Chisei.
You mean about Chime? Did you hear it from Caesar?
You told me that yourself, don't you remember? This is a story that you told me many years ago. You didn't mention names in the story, nor did you tell me that it was your own story. You asked me, what price would I be willing to pay in the pursuit of justice?
I forgot. I thought I would never tell that story to others as long as I lived.
Pour me a cup of tea, please.